Well, what a downgrade this is. Last night we had WWE Clash at the Castle, and tonight we've got NXT Worlds Collide. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. It is time now to go downgrade the development show. And last night we had the big Clash at the Castle, the big huge pay-per-view, the big stadium event, and now it's the minor leagues. It's NXT versus NXT UK. So for nobody that knows what World Collide is, to be honest, I didn't even know what it was. First time I'm hearing of this pay-per-view. Apparently they used to do it back in the day when it was NXT Black and Gold. I didn't watch NXT Black and Gold, so that explains why I was unaware about it. But essentially, Worlds Collide is a bit like the way they had that pay-per-view bragging rights, where SmackDown faced Raw, and they just had matches to see who was going to be victorious. I guess now WWE do it like that, like Survivor Series, which completely ruins Survivor Series for me, because you're getting just a bunch of matches with very little rivalry, very little point of who wins. It's just like, oh, it's the red team versus the blue team. But I mean, if you look at the roster, I mean, how many SmackDown people show up on Raw? How many Raw people show up on SmackDown? It's not like back in the day when someone legit felt like they belonged to a brand. Like nowadays, it doesn't even feel important. Who cares if SmackDown win? Who cares if Raw wins? So for me, they've ruined Survivor Series by doing that. And anyway, tonight, my point was, basically, Worlds Collide is like Raw versus SmackDown, but only NXT versus NXT UK. So, there is a bunch of title matches tonight, and I think the main titles, the tag team belts, the Women's Championship, and the Men's World Championship, they're combining into one, because NXT UK is going extinct after this, and it is just going to be known as NXT Europe. So, I don't know what's happening in terms of, is everyone in NXT UK going to NXT 2.0, or is people in NXT UK going to stay in NXT UK, but it's just going to be known as NXT Europe? Who knows? Who fucking cares? I don't watch NXT UK, and I don't think this pay-per-view is going to work. The reason being is, with NXT 2.0, they're trying to do something different. You know, they're trying to focus more on entertainment, trying to focus more on characters, building personalities, developing characters. NXT UK is essentially indie British wrestling. So you add the two together, and I just don't think this is a good mix. I don't think this is going to be a good pay-per-view, but regardless, we'll talk about it. I think it's going to be shit while I watch it. Yes, I'll watch it, but I'm not excited. I would rather just see a normal NXT 2.0 pay-per-view or NXT 2.0 special event, but we don't get that. We've got this Worlds Collide garbage. So let's look at it. For the North American Championship with Carmelo Hayes versus Ricochet, basically no feud here. Ricochet came on NXT 2.0 last week and challenged Hayes, and that's it. There you go. There's your match. No rivalry, no build-up, no nothing. It's just Ricochet versus Hayes. So I'm hoping Hayes wins. I think Hayes will win, because I think if Ricochet wins, then that would mean a return to NXT, and I just don't really see that. But who knows? He probably wants to go back to NXT. I mean, why would you want to go backwards in your career? It just makes no sense. Right, up next we have the tag team match for the Women's Tag Team Championship. It's Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, the champs, versus Doudrop and Nikki Ash. Whoever put this match together probably needs, I don't know, fired, maybe even shot. Like, what? How can Doudrop and Nikki Ash get a tag team title shot when they had two opportunities at the main roster's tag team titles? So they were in the women's tag team title tournament, they lost that, then due to injury they got put in like a second chance fatal 4-way, and they lost that as well. So they've lost two opportunities at getting a tag team title match, then they just get stuck in and get an NXT tag team title match. On what planet? Where does that make any fucking sense whatsoever? It doesn't. I'm going to go with Katana Chance and Kaden Carter to win. Doudrop, Nikki Ash, just two fucking jobbers, and I'd be shocked if they won the belts tonight. Third match of the night, we've got both tag team titles on the line, the NXT Tag Team Championship and the NXT UK Tag Team Championship. It's the Creed Brothers versus Brooks, Jensen, and Josh Briggs versus Gallus versus Pretty Deadly. So again, these belts are going to be unified, and I guess they're just going to be known as the NXT 2.0 Tag Team Championships going forward. Who knows? I'm going to go for... I want Pretty Deadly to win, but I don't think they will. I think the Creed Brothers will win. I think the Creed Brothers will retain, but I don't like the Creed Brothers. They bore me. They've got no personality. They're just like fucking, you know, plastic or something. I don't know. There's nothing exciting about the Creed Brothers. You know, they're just boring. They're just guys, and wrestling attire that wrestle. I mean, that's it. There's nothing to enjoy about the Creed Brothers. Therefore, I think you should put the belts on Pretty Deadly. I thought their first run was okay, but just too short. Don't know why they ended it. I would give it back to them, but I do think the Creed Brothers will be victorious. Unfortunately, then we have the women's match. It's the NXT Women's Championship and the NXT UK Women's Championship being combined. So we have the NXT 2.0 champ, Mandy Rose, with the NXT UK champ, Miyoko Satomura. I'm just going to call her Miyoko. How the fuck are we supposed to pronounce that name? Seriously. And then we've got a third person in the match, Blair Davenport. Why is Blair Davenport in the match? Honestly, I've no idea. I didn't see the last episode of NXT, but I don't get it. She's not a champion. How did she get in there? I don't know. Either way, I'm going to go for Mandy Rose to retain. I mean, Mandy Rose has had a really, really good run, and it would just suck if her run ended like this. She just lost to a couple of fucking bums from NXT UK, so hopefully Mandy Rose picks up the W. And then in the main event, Bron Breakker, the NXT champion, versus Tyler Bate, the NXT UK champ. Only one winner here. I mean, you look at Bron Breakker, there's no way this guy's going to lose to Tyler Bate, and he shouldn't lose to Tyler Bate. I mean, I don't get it. NXT UK shouldn't be beating NXT 2.0, so I'm going to go with Bron Breakker to win it. As for the pay-per-view, like I said, not excited whatsoever. I think it's going to be a shocker. I think it's going to be crap. I don't even want to watch it, to be honest. I think it is going to suck, but we'll see what happens. And it's annoying because there's like so many feuds going on at the moment on NXT 2.0 that aren't making it on this. I mean, we're not getting Cora Jade versus Roxanne Perez. Why not? Just so we can get some fucking trash from NXT UK on a show. I don't agree with it whatsoever. But anyway, guys, that's it. Let us know your thoughts down below. Let us know your predictions. And I'll be back for the review. But anyway, till then, till next time. Peace.